Right back up again, start the game. Right back in the saddle again. So you were on for almost 5 hours. 5:42 is what I see on my OBS. Put that away, you hurt somebody. But live recording 24 seconds. So look at the live recording, I try to break it every hour. I keep forgetting 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe someday. You see 5? Oh. That's because you're looking at... Yes, I see it too. Because you're looking at Twitch. There was a time back about 43 minutes into my stream when the internet kicked out. So Twitch interprets that as the stream having stopped, where OBS was continuing to send the signal even though it wasn't being received. That's how that happens. So I came here because it appears as though that shirtless mod has finally kicked in, and I want to see if I can build it. Because I like putting Sturgis in his utility overalls, but the shirtless version. Yeah, see how it makes sense when you think of it like that. And I think that gets me it over here. I think it's going to fall underneath something called like shirtless. Under utility. Usually there's nothing after this. Okay. Then if it's not made there, it's clothing, not armor. It might be made here. Harnesses. And maybe it's not buildable by me. Maybe it's only able to be generated by the game. I can make almost anything in the game. There's the utility coveralls, but they're not going to be the shirtless variety. Kate's got a bandolier? Let's see what that even is. Well, that's no different than my other bandolier.
Yes?
Let me see if I can clean up her act a little bit. I don't know what a lot of this stuff even is. This P. Oh, it's got a number, right? Oh, is it under S? Shiloh? There it is. Now what does that do? What did that do to my other stuff? Okay, it took that top off. Yeah, well, it didn't really do that right. Okay, so what was that thing called? It's off. Oh, t-shirt. There we go. Geez, that's not right either. I'm making the situation worse. Skimpy top or skimpy t-shirt? Oops. I'm trying to make some of that stuff go away, and it's not making it any better. And we better leave it at that and deal with it later. I've noticed, like the clothing items I'm wearing now, it's not one item. It's not farmhand clothes. It's not harness. It's not just a one-word thing that entirely dresses you. It has 5 components to it, or more. And so I think I can replace the torso object with a different torso object. I just have to find one that doesn't clip like we were seeing. Okay, well that takes care of that.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
I want to take care of Virgil. He got me into the Institute, so I got to go take care of him ASAP. Got to be a man of my word. A woman of my word.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Now, why did it put me here? Is this where it's always going to put me? This is a interesting place to put me. Okay. And it's not going to give me a quest mark. Synth retention. Not interested in talking to Father. And I've already looked through here, and I know there is no quest for Virgil. I have to remember. Bioscience, yes. I think I was going to bioscience. And there was like a right-hand turn. There was corridors with stuff. And there was another turn that came off of there. And eventually I found a secret area. This is it. This is getting me there.
Got it.
That's just a closet. I think it's still another turn off of here. This might be the door. Or we're honing in on it. There it is, FEV lab. Sweet! Hey, we get to shoot our weapon. I've been streaming for 5 hours, 53 minutes, 57 seconds, and I haven't fired my weapon once yet. There's something wrong with that.
Nice.
Okay, let's kill something. Oh. What goes off? Oh, that goes off if I trip this. Give me some fiber optics and crystal. Yeah, man. Now this is like my second or third recent playthrough after my big long level 125 playthrough. I was mostly playtesting mods, not really playing the game to play it, just as an excuse to test mods. And I came through here and man, I had my ass handed to me. There's a place a little further on. It just decimated me. I was in this little hallway. All of a sudden the turret starts shooting at me. So I back into this other hallway. Little did I know there was a turret right behind me just pumping me full of lead. A clean drinking glass? Well, it doesn't say clean, but it sure does look clean from here. And so, you know, I didn't know I'm being shot in the back of the head the whole time, and I was quickly dead. A little slow on the draw there. We're slow on the aim. I got shot. Had to keep this mod. Just nice high-res skins on the food items.
Lock's really strong.
Oh, you kidding me? Oh man, I hope this is novice. Yeah, otherwise, because that's one of my things this playthrough. I refuse to spend a single perk on lockpicking and computer hacking. Because I don't think the game needs to. I don't think you need it. So I'm trying to prove it, trying to get through the whole playthrough without doing any of it. Slits. Okay. Zero right likenesses, so it can't be that word. S-L-I-T-A. It could be this word. One likeness, okay. S, it can't be that word. Oh, thank you for the follow. Bleach. Vixilia. That's in a very bad spot to read. Oh, there it is. Bleach Vision. Bleach Vision. The X is confusing. Thank you for the follow, sir or madam. Thank you very much. Slits. It can't be that word. S-L-I-T-S. How about water? W-A-T-E-R. Well, it's gotta have one of water's letters in the right place, and this does not. So it can't be that word. W-A-T-E. It has two of them, so it can't be that. W-A-T-E-R. Okay, could be that, but it can't be slits. S-L-I. It could be this word.
Nice.
Nice. I have returned. I ate a Carolina Reaper jelly bean. I do not recommend. A Carolina Reaper. It sounds like spicy. Something about that word Reaper. Yeah, I should have known. Turret control. You're going to give me, let me guess, you're going to give me the option to shut off the turrets that I've already blown off the ceilings. I want to get in this door, or I'm screwed. This turret, this computer was supposed to get me in this door. You're killing me here. Think of a jelly bean made of mace. Yeah, no. I can eat chili peppers all day long. I can eat jalapeno. Damn command prompt. I can eat chili peppers, jalapeno peppers, cherry peppers. Gobble them up whole. But once you get past that and you start doing like ghost peppers and habanero peppers, that's out of my league. I was in the service. I met some good old boys from down south, and I had never had salsa before. And man, just a tiny tenth of a droplet on my tongue set my mouth on fire. But by the time they got done with me, I could drink that stuff by the jar. Extra hot, didn't matter. It's all about them Scoville units, right? Carolina Reaper makes ghost peppers look like... Is that right? I wouldn't dare try it. Well, a couple things going on here. Like a champ. Woof. I seen this guy on a YouTube video go viral where he ate a ghost pepper. He just chomped it down whole and swallowed it. And within 30 seconds, he started to react. His stomach had a fit. He was literally foaming at the mouth. 1.5 million Scoville to 2.2. I don't remember what scored what, but the Scoville unit tells the story. You compare a cherry pepper to, say, a habanero or whatever. The Scoville unit tells the story.
No way I could pick this.
So I just lied to myself, although I think there's a way out. I was saying you could play the whole game. You mix them. Well, the key is to not use a lot. Like, if you're going to make a chili with a ghost pepper, blend it up into mush and then only put one pepper in a big vat. It's not, oh no, it's far from the hottest. I just can't remember the list. I've seen the list. I've seen, I don't know what there are, 20, 30 peppers on this list. You ate one like a jelly bean. This poor guy, he started foaming at the mouth. He tried drinking milk. He tried drinking water. He was just... You go into sweats because it fools your body into thinking that it's temperature hot. So you start sweating up a storm. And then it fools your mouth into thinking that you set it on fire with a match. So it blistered his tongue, blistered his lips. It's a very foolish thing to do. Carolina Reaper, 2 million. I don't know the Trinidad. I don't... Okay, the Ghost is down at 1 million. Geez, and once you're down to 500,000, I still don't see the cherry peppers and the jalapeno peppers, the ones that I can eat. They're probably only about 100,000. You're in pain. Yeah, it's all those chemical receptors. It's not good to do if you're not used to it. So I just finished saying that you don't need lockpicking and stuff to do the game. And I can't go any further. Although, I think there is a back door to this. I just don't know where it is. But let me show you something. I've got 5 perks to spend. I bank them for situations like this. I have the feeling I got a steel sea urchin in my stomach. Well, milk helps. Milk helps. Level 39. I think there was something I wanted to take at level 39. I gotta wait to level 42 before I can take that. And here we go, level 39, Gun Nut, rank 4. I've been waiting for that. And then this one, level 39, yes sir, I've been waiting for that. I can't get that one yet. I did want this one, but not yet. Right now I want to make sure Locksmith. Let's pick one more level in locksmith. So now I've got 2 banked. As far as action points go, I've almost never used VATS anyway, so I don't need to go picking up a bunch of action points I'm never going to, or almost never use. A fatty chocolate milk works wonders too. I think what the key is that it's the sugar. Maybe it's a combination of sugar and fat. I think it's the lactose in the milk that helps, if I remember. It's the lactose, which is a sugar. I'm not familiar with that specific molecule, if it has fats connected to it, or if it's just one of those carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen type, for anyone that's had chemistry. I don't know the geometry of that molecule, if I can say it that way. Because a lot of those molecules are just various geometric configurations of the same atoms. The same 3 or 4 atoms, just in different alignments. That's probably the easiest way to say it. Now I should be able to pick this. Virgil, I hope you're happy.
Yes.
Oh, wait, there's something here. Let's do a save. Because I don't want to have to redo a bunch of crap that I've just done. I just wasn't made like that. Now, what the hell was it that was in here that almost killed me? I almost killed myself. Oh, there's a Saltron in here? Yeah? Three frag grenades? You gotta be kidding me. Then how come there's 30 of them down here? That might have been what killed me. I might have almost killed myself because I threw a frag grenade and it bounced back at me. I can hear it walking. I've taken no perks in Snake. There it is. Really? Oh, that's right. I remember blowing all these bottle caps all over the place. Yeah, I think I probably should loot the crap out of this place. Yeah, Pickle, you got me wondering now. You got me wondering. Because if it was sugar, you could just, like, dissolve a teaspoon of sugar in your mouth, suck on a hard candy, chew gum, but if chocolate works better, well then there you go. Now you've got your fat. There's fat in chocolate. Well, in a lot of chocolate. Maybe not so much in baker's chocolate. And I'm really not too sure exactly how that works. Looks like something to pick up. A tri-tool. Okay. Don't forget to look up. Hooked pipe wrench. I've got a brother-in-law who learned a lesson the hard way with the hot peppers. I forget what he was making, but he knew enough. Well, actually, at the time he didn't know. He was cutting up peppers and putting them in a dish, some kind of a recipe. I don't know what it was. And he wiped his eye with his hand. Oh my God. It's like, you know, pouring acid in your eye. The poor guy's eye was burning and burning and burning. And that taught him. Wear rubber gloves. When you're cutting hot peppers, wear rubber gloves. And don't touch your face. You learn the hard way. I was expecting a turret up on the ceiling. Oh, this is so disturbing. This is just not even funny. Yeah, we're getting close to that place where I got decimated. What was that? Oh, that was a stencil. I don't know what mod some kind of a building mod allows me to build that. I don't know where I got it from. Cats, yeah. That's yeah. That's just too disturbing, man. But I'll take the cat meat. I don't know why. Because I can. Because it's part of the game. Because I'm a hoarder. Because I don't know when I might need it for a purpose. Because I take everything. I pick up everything. No can left behind. Med kit. Yes, very disturbing this is. Makes you wonder, what the hell were you guys doing with a bunch of dead cats? And I think this is a double... this weapon. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm not even using it to its potential. I'm only single shotting these things. It really shows its value when you start double tapping and quadruple tapping with no kickback, or not enough to take you off target. Okay, what's this BS? Yeah, I get it. Oh, that looks like yummy cat meat. Why not? Of course. What are you doing with cat meat? What the hell is it? Or food. The cats were probably for the super mutants to play with as some sort of therapy animal. But they as super mutants and well squished that cat. More food. I was watching a nature show. Well, it wasn't a nature show. It was a science show that was dealing with animal intelligence. And there was a gorilla that had a pet cat. This is one of these research centers where they're studying these things. And you know, these studies go on for years. So this gorilla had this pet cat for years. And they're showing the gorilla pet the cat. They're showing the cat, you know, nuzzling around in the gorilla's fur under his arm. And these two animals loved each other. The gorilla was totally aware not to squish the cat. Well, like I said, it was a study on animal intelligence, and they had taught this gorilla sign language. The gorilla, I mean, I could lengthen the story long and complicate it, but I'm trying to stick to a single point here. And not die, as I see that. So this gorilla knew, I don't know, 100 words, a couple hundred words, I don't know what it was. He could make sentences, you could communicate with him. Now, there are people that would argue that, and that'll be something I'll mention a little bit next, possibly. The cat died. Coco the gorilla, I'm not sure if it was Coco. Coco was definitely the one that was probably the best example of how much sign language he knew. I don't know if it was Coco, but I see you know as well. So the cat died, and they had to tell the gorilla that the cat died. They told him. He understood, and he was very upset. I don't remember all the details. And she had a cat, and then maybe this is the Coco. That poor gorilla cried that night like would have broken your heart. Enough to make a grown man cry. That was so sad. That gorilla wailing at night, crying over the loss of, oh no, I'm losing my internet, folks. It'll come back. It doesn't take long. Maybe I've already lost you, I don't know.
I'm through.
Yep, there go the viewers. Don't blame you. Come back later, though. I'll be here. Yeah. The local internet. Okay, looks like chat's back. Maybe. Let me see if I can get my stream back. I lost my stream. The stream stopped. Yeah. It's the local internet. They're working on the wires, and they're shutting down certain areas, and it's been like that for about a week. We had this major tropical storm that came through here and just decimated the wires and the infrastructure, and they're still trying to get over it. Yeah, I'm not seeing my stream either. Which is weird because I do have an internet connection. What they do is they throttle it down so slow the computer thinks there's no internet connection. Otherwise my Twitch page would just disappear. It might be pulling it out of a cache. That's probably what it's doing. But usually in about 5 minutes or something like that, it comes back. Yeah. Yeah. It don't like it. It don't like it. Oh, looks like it's coming back. See, is it coming back with any viewers? Well, I got it back. Well, that's not really back. That's not what my stream looks like. Just saying. Well, I'll move on. I'll save my story for a little bit later. This was the way where we have not been. Then wait a minute. What's going? Is this the one? It's going to tell me, give me an option to close the door. Yeah, we don't want to close the door. This is the way we came in. Then this might be the lab. Welcome back. Okay. Good to see. Good to see. Let me click on my stream and get it to refresh, because all I see is my home page. All I'm seeing is my home page. That's although Oh noes. Well, I'm getting your chat. I'm getting your chat, but I'm not getting my stream. But like I was saying, it can take 5 minutes. It might take 10 minutes. I don't know. It's been like this for a couple weeks, 2, maybe 3. I don't really know how many weeks. But I've seen the trucks out working out on the lines. Okay, we're here. Is it just me? Okay, it's my. Everything seemed to have gotten dark all of a sudden. Oh, there's a bunch of tapes in here to listen to. Applicator, what are you applying exactly? I follow these guys up in Ontario. Uh-oh. Connecting to chat. Institute Bioscience. Ah, so that's the back door I could have taken to get in here. I knew there was one. I was too impatient to go looking for it. That's what I came here for. But there's like 3 holotapes in here. I haven't found one of them yet. Okay, here's one. I think I'm just going to pick them up for now. There's probably a certain order that they were recorded in. I'd like to play them in order. Here's the other one. But again, it's not numbered. Okay, and here's the third one. Well, let's play that one.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down.
We were at where Coco was crying about her cat.
At least for years.
Yeah, I was waiting a couple minutes to make sure the
I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal.
internet was working and I wasn't talking to myself.
I'm leaving. I have a plan.
Let me let
And
this
if it
tape
works, I'll be
finish.
somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done. Life. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Yeah, so there's poor Coco crying her heart out at night over the loss of this cat. And the point I wanted to make about it was that I believe it's evidence that animals aren't stupid animals. Animals have wives. They have mothers and fathers. They have children. They have friends. And they know this. They're not stupid animals. what I've been telling people for years is that animals are people too. But there are too many people that have too much at stake to allow that truth to be well known. That's how you enable people to mistreat animals and other people, is to dehumanize them. Like the classic example is when you go to war. I'll use the one example from our own history, World War II, the Americans and the Chinese. The American leadership was trained in the GI, and you could use the Vietnam War is the same thing. You called them gooks, slant eyes. You didn't call them people. You called them chinks. You called them all these really degrading, unhuman words. You had to dehumanize.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
You have to dehumanize the other side, and that makes it so that your brain is capable of horrific
promising results.
warfare. If you looked at the other people you were fighting a war against, if you looked at them as mothers, fathers, grandparents, sons and daughters of mothers and fathers who were going to have their family members killed and all that stuff, if the soldier looked at it like that, he wouldn't pull the trigger. Us versus them ideology, it's worse than us versus them. When you say us versus them, it's me, a man, against them as a man. You're still allowing the other person his humanity. He's still human. But with animals and in warfare, we deny them of their humanity. We will call them animals. Those animals. It's a psychological trick. It's been well known for a long time. That's how you get people to do that. Like, it's a simpler explanation. Idea is the same. You're right. You're right. It's very, very similar. But there's a nuance to it that I wanted to make clear. You dehumanize, well, with the animals. Like, if you knew how a slaughterhouse is operated, if you knew what the life of beef cattle was while it's being raised for slaughter so we could eat him, yeah. So, you know what that's like. What if I told you when they line the cows up to go down the gates to walk into the slaughterhouse, they cry?
Dr. Carlin, a retrieval team just sent back preliminary
Yes, they
test results
know.
from one of our surface crops.
Yes, they know.
Specimens are showing
And
an
they
abnormal
cry.
growth rate. They were designed to
They
thrive
know
in
their
a
friends,
environment.
their brothers, their family. They know everybody's dying, and they know they're next.
Scanning unknown identity.
But
Clearance confirmed.
because our culture dehumanizes animals, they're dumb animals, that allows people to feel okay about all that. So it's okay. They're just dumb animals. They'll take a line out of the Bible. Oh, God put the creatures of the sea and the creatures, and man has dominion over them to use as he sees fit. Blah blah blah. You know, makes them all feel good about what they're doing to these poor animals. My overall point was animals are people too. And Coco the Crying Gorilla, I thought was a pretty good example that animals are people too. But, you know, it's a conundrum. I mean, we have to eat. We're omnivores. We have to eat meat. So, you know, I get it, you know, but I'd like to see a better way. And, you know, in a capitalist society, it's all about money. They're doing it the cheapest way they can. There are plenty other ways to do it. You know, look what they're doing with genetics and all that stuff. They could grow these things in a test tube. That's just an analogy. You wouldn't put a cow in a test tube. Maybe you would. I don't know. But you could do it so that it never had consciousness, right? Something. Anyway. Animals are people too. And I just know this in my heart to be true. I've had some really tight bonds with some of my pets. It's uncanny. It is uncanny. I knew this really bright man. He was an engineer. I don't want to give out too many details. Keep, you know, protect the guilty. And he denied the story. Said, "Oh no, that's just rote behavior. That's really not what's happening." I lost my way. I think I'm in the right room. Yeah. So he was rationalizing in his own mind. He wanted to evade the truth so he could feel comfortable when he wanted to eat a steak dinner. We just don't speak the same language as them. They communicate, they just don't communicate at the same level as we do. They don't have a complicated verbal language. They have an uncomplicated verbal language, but they have a lot of semi-complicated body language. You get close to your animals.
Scanning. Subject identified.
You can tell what they want by what they do. My dog looks at the front door when he wants me to let him out. He looks at his food dish when he wants me to feed him. He looks at the couch when he wants me to pick him up on the couch.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Pretty simple. Well, they have different amounts of intelligence. Exactly, but that don't mean they don't deserve to live. Exactly. I mean, there's some pretty stupid humans on this planet. Where do you draw the line? What IQ? 50? There's a lot of people on this planet with a less than 50 IQ. Does that mean all retarded people with an IQ less than 20 or 30?
So much research. So
you know,
little time.
where do you go with that?
This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable.
Okay, we got what we came here for. Let's get. No, we didn't. There's one
How
more.
could this happen?
There's one more thing I want here,
glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless.
and
I'll
I
figure it out.
don't know where it
In the
is.
meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more
There's a
patrols,
magazine.
more rounds.
Right away, sir.
On one of
You
these
see anything
balconies.
Even remotely suspicious. Report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got
So
it?
I guess what I'll do is just loot the crap out of these places until I find the right one. I really have very little use for the Institute other than quests. The sweet EXP for doing all their quests. So open the shower door and skew the toilet seat so I know I've been here. Okay, so this apartment doesn't even have a balcony. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. It would be out that door and it's not there. So, what am I getting wrong here? What am I doing wrong here? Am I on the wrong floor? The last time I was here, ooh, this ends up being my room. I remember because this is one of the only rooms with a name on it. But I don't remember the orientation. Okay. Ooh, if I'm lucky, I can see it from here. There's an end table on one of these. My character's name, I believe, is Black Widow. I might have named it Red Widow. Yeah, I thought that door said Watson. But same thing. Wish I had binoculars. There it is. Right there. I thought I saw it. There it is.
Perfect.
Sweet. Your canine companion permanently takes 10% less damage. Now the last playthrough, or the playthrough before that, I just walked right up to this. It was like the first place I looked. And I think it's because one of these rooms is Father's or something like that, and something... I went to see Father for something, and I said, okay, let's just start looking now for that mag. And it was right there. The first balcony I looked, I'm like, I can't believe it. I remember the first time I found that, I just went through almost every one of these rooms, picking up junk after junk after junk after junk, flipping toilet seat after toilet seat after toilet seat. I love dogs, I love cats. I just love animals altogether. I don't want to get too controversial, but it would be unlike me to not speak my mind. And believe me, it doesn't make me many friends. I lose a lot of friends. I probably lose a lot of viewers too, because I'll end up saying something that they disagree with. I think most people should not own dogs. I don't think they treat them well enough. If you come home after a long day's work and your dog is jumping in excitement and you're too busy to greet him because you want to hurry up and put the mail down, go grab a cold beer, rip off your clothes and jump into a shower. That's not good. So let's say you get out of your shower, now you take a 2-hour walk with your dog. Well, that's really good. Now you're making up for your poor behavior when you first got home. Well, some people, after they get out of the shower, they just want to make dinner and sit down in front of the TV and watch crap. And the dog might snuggle up to them. They might push him away with their foot. No, we're not going for a walk. I'm too tired. Go lay down. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's healthy for the dog. I believe I'm supposed to talk to Father before I leave here. Yeah, synth retention. Yeah, he's going to send me on a job. Oh, we probably disagree on some things, but conversation is the spice of human life. Well, you know, that's what separates the intelligent from the non-intelligent. To agree to disagree without being disagreeable. I mean, if all you were friends with people that were just like you,
I'm not scared of the
you wouldn't have any friends but yourself. The more you get to know about a person, the more you're going to find out there's at least something that they do that you just do not like. But that's no reason to never talk to them again. I shouldn't be wasting my time doing this crap. I need to find Father. And this isn't going to do it for me, is it? Yeah, I gotta get over there. Guy used to...
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Are your visual receptors malfunctioning?
It's my responsibility to make sure this place
My
runs smooth.
apologies, sir. I was issued
Guy I used to know.
Don't make excuses.
We were
You're
starting to
clearly
become
a victim,
friends,
and I
but
intend to
then
reward this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can
we
use your
didn't.
components to make
He
something
put his
that's
dog
actually
down
useful.
because he was tired of carrying it down the stairs, because he lived in a second-floor apartment and he had to carry it down the stairs to pee.
Now that you've had a chance to see the
Got tired of
Institute
carrying it
firsthand,
down the stairs, so he killed it.
What do you think?
Yeah, sure, it's amazing. Not impressed? Return to surface? Nah. See, I should probably get that mod that
You've got technology here
tells you
that I
exactly
never dreamed possible.
what they're going to say.
It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate.
Oh, no,
what
that's
you've
cold.
accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasion.
I like the old definition of
As
mankind,
remarkable
thank
as
you.
Our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
I wonder if I can sue my internet provider. I went from 10 viewers to 1 because of that little episode. I argue with tons of people from all walks of life. It's how people learn and evolve their personality. Probably wouldn't like my old self much. Yeah,
I hope you're
yeah.
not too overwhelmed.
I could feel that.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered.
This is fun.
He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
I try not to talk over the game. This will be a VOD. Somebody will be interested in the game, they'll want to watch it, and the last thing they want to hear is me talking over the game. At least that's how I am when I watch a video game. Okay, Mr. Streamer, Mr. Personality, everybody loves you and wants to hear what you got to say, but not while the game is talking. I want to hear the game.
The sooner that synth is safely back in the
Hey,
Institute,
easy,
the better
you.
for everyone.
Take it easy, you. So, I want to tell a short story. I like to tell it. I think it's important.
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me.
I think it's important for a lot of people to hear.
My mom says I have to be nice anyway.
It can, broaden a person's mind. You sound like you already got it by what you said earlier about your previous self. I'll rip through it pretty quick. Okay, when I was 20, I thought I was cool. Then I turned 30. I'm like, holy crap, when I was 20, I was a freaking punk. But now I'm 30, and now I'm cool. Then I turned 40. I'm like, holy crap. When I was 30, I thought I was cool, but I was still a punk. But now, I finally got my shit together, and now I am definitely cool. Then I turned 50. That's how it goes. And so it's an evolution of maturity and like self-correcting science kind of a thing. Just trying to keep getting better. Trying not to be a punk or an asshole or whatever derogative thing, and finally having your shit together and being a decent person. And if when you turn 30 you did not think you were a punk, that you're still as cool as you ever were, not only are you still a punk, but you're pretty stupid. Or you're extremely rare. I don't know how many people are mature, adults at 20 compared to 30, and 30 compared to 40. Because even at the age of 30, your brain just stopped growing like what, 5 to 10 years ago? You don't have much practice at it yet. Now leads me to my second example of that kind of same thing in mind. I make the same New Year's resolution every single year. Every single year, I make the same resolution, and that's to be a better person. I don't know. I need to drink some water. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Drink some water for the healing properties of that. That's a start. That'll help you save money. It'll help you avoid possibly troublesome settings. It's definitely healthier. When I was very young, I quit drinking for years, and my social life totally went to crap. I found out that all my friends just like to go to bars and drink, and if I didn't do that, then I didn't have any friends. I'm like, well, they're not really friends. They're just drinking buddies. Okay, so this is her getting up for the morning. This must be morning time. I timed it on the calendar on this game, and it takes 8.5 hours to fast travel
Do you really think
from Diamond City to Sanctuary. So what we just fast traveled was probably 4 to 6 hours. I don't know. Okay, so why am I here? Oh, we're going to get ready for Libertalia, right? I like to start at the bottom and work my way up. Report to Paladin Dance. Now, what am I reporting to him about? I think we made it up. Yeah, quartermastery, cleansing the Commonwealth, clear out. Okay. Let's do the Lost Patrol, so then we can go back to dance. Is this? Oh, it's gonna. Okay, it's gonna tell me. Okay. That's the whole thing. I lost friends, but I gained healthier life. I got a girlfriend, loved dearly. Moved in there about 8 years ago. Nice. Now, without knowing how old you are, and you don't need to tell me, of course, one of the biggest things a person can do, 31, that's good, 8 years, is one of the best indicators to having 8 days. Oh, 8 days, not 8 years. Okay. Big difference. One of the biggest indicators or steps, I forget how it was worded exactly, and it makes sense if you live it, to have an economically successful life is to have a steady partner. A steady partner. So, if you get married at 20 and you're divorced by 22, and then, you live with this crazy broad for a couple years and that don't work out, and so then you have this other one and you get married for a few years, 5 years, you get divorced, that shit's a recipe for economic disaster. But if you play the field for however long it takes, and you find the true right person, that is a recipe for economic success. You don't have to be both. You don't both have to be rocket scientists. You don't have to make a lot of money. This is another one of my pearls of wisdom I like to tell everybody.
You're back, huh? That bastard son of mine, Jake, snuck out in the middle of the night to join him. He grabbed my granddad's old sword. It's the closest thing I've got to an heirloom. I don't guess you'd be crazy enough to try and get it back for me.
Yeah.
I've got caps, if that's what you want.
I didn't want to get hung up with this. Yeah, of course I'm going to do it.
I'll find it.
You're doing me a big
But I have
favor,
known her for
and I'll
7
make it up to you
years.
as best
Been
as
best
I
friends. Oh, good. With her now. We live together. If we still go strong in a year, I'll ask her. Nice. And that's the best way, man. If you can be friends with a person, because unfortunately, partnership usually doesn't start for the best reasons. Well, first, I'll tell you that little pearl of wisdom. You don't get rich off the money you make. You get rich off the money you don't spend. I don't care. You could make just a little bit more than minimum wage, but if you don't get hung up on spending your money on what I'll just quickly call stupid shit. Don't try to afford stuff that your budget shouldn't. I mean, if a person makes minimum wage, they should not have a $200 a month cell phone. They should not be given Cablevision $150 a month for this and for that. And you just gotta really live tight and deprive yourself of many things. Don't be going out to lunch. You make a sandwich for work. There's all kinds of stuff. You don't get rich off the money you make. You get rich off the money you don't spend. But yeah, all young guys, and I did it too, it's all about sex, man. They're looking for sex. They hook up with this woman, and before you know it, they're having more sex with the same woman, and before you know it, that's what their relationship was based on, was mutual desire for sex, and they end up being married, and that's not friendship. You didn't marry your friend, you married your sex partner, and that's completely different. See if I can pop this guy in the head from here. Can I hit him with a grenade from here? Watch out for those rocket launchers. Oh, that blew up in the air. Okay, that's the guy I gotta get. Who's biting me and from where?
I am Super Mutant! Let's get close!
Like that? How close you want to get? And the range on this weapon isn't very good. Sweet. I must have hit the suicider. Took a lot of damage though. Oh God, here they come. Oh good. That's a caravan. Oh. Okay, girl, you just go on your own business. You don't need to be fighting these mutants for me. I got this covered. I wish I could tell her to disengage. Oh, and there's another traitor right over there. Like, Jesus, where's all this coming from? And all of a sudden it got dark outside. Right, based on friendship, no debts, either of us living comfortably and happy, even though we ain't right. Well, that's the other thing, is to avoid debt. Here's something a lot of people don't know about, but in certain circles they know. There's this grand conspiracy. It's been going on for a long time, and that is to keep everybody in debt. And it works at different scales. First, there's just the personal scale. Your everyday working man and woman. The strategy is to give them all credit cards and to keep them in debt. So that way you know they're going to go to work every day. They're going to have to make this amount of much money to cover their debt. And you know they're going to be contributing to the GDP. But there's an even larger scale to it. And that's country to country. America's done it to a bunch of the poorer countries. It loans them money. It puts them into debt that they can't pay. Well, that last shot was pretty much a waste. I got him. Whoa. What's going on up here? No, that's the wrong one.
Some luck.
Is that a Mr. Gutsy? Yeah. Oh, did I stumble upon a suit of armor? No. Very rarely, but not impossible, do these... This is one of my traders. I can tell by her uniform. That's how I can tell. That's why I pick such unique uniforms. Every once in a while, one can get killed. Or I don't know, they disappear off the face of the planet. I'm not sure what happens, but... Every once in a while, I find a dead settler on one of my settlements. They can die. And I've got this theory that they won't die if you're not present. If I was not here to protect her or watch her get killed, none of this would have happened. And she would not have died if that was going to happen. But since I'm here and she's fighting, I have to worry that I have to protect her. Sounds like indentured servitude to me. Main reason I never want debt. I like being free. Yeah, well, I learned that when I was like fresh out of the service. I was in my mid-20s and I had debt. And I didn't like it. I paid off my student loan, paid off my car loan, paid off my insurance debt, and that was it. The only time I took out another loan after that was to buy a truck for my carpenter business, but I put down so much cash and I spread out the payments. I think my payment was like, oh good. Yeah, we'll see about that. Here, let me see those guts. Yeah, I'll wear your guts like a belt. How's that? So I'm here because I know the Lost Patrol is here. You let me sleep for an hour? I can't believe it. They're letting me sleep for an hour in the middle of combat. Oh, super mutant chains. I've never seen that before. I have a feeling it's a form of armor. Getting tired yet? That's what a raider says. How many different enemies do we got down here? Legendary raider. Oh. Who's shooting me from where? You next? I can't see you. The Brotherhood doesn't start shooting me. Sometimes they don't quite know who the enemy is. I've had that happen. I start shooting at a bunch of mutants. The Brotherhood's involved. They're shooting at the mutants also, and before you know it, they're shooting at me too. Without me shooting at them. Okay, you're drawing me off point here, buddy. This is what we're here for. Yeah, I was watching a show on finances and stuff like that, and you know, how to be successful and avoid, you know, stuff like that, being broke and poor and all that. And they said you get married at an early enough age to the right person, and that's a real strong foundation. Well, you know, now you got two people sharing the bills, right? And if you avoid the nasty divorce, which is basically economic ruin for a man, it's hard to recover from that until the kids are 18 and he's no longer given alimony, or maybe he's paying alimony forever. Because they got this trick now where you're paying her alimony till she gets married, so she never gets married, but she lives with the same guy for 20 years. Well, you're paying her alimony. But once the kids turn 18 or something, you can stop giving them supporters. I forget how all that works. I never had to deal with it. But I've had guys tell me their divorce cost them so much money that they had to take a second job. Well, the wife found out that he had a second job, took him to court, and so the judge makes him give half of his second paycheck to her as well. So it's like, holy shit. So the guy, this is a real life example, guy takes out a third job just to try to make a little extra money to stay ahead of things. She finds out about the third job. She gets half of that too. The poor guy, man. Let's see if I can do this without drinking any of this nasty water. It's like trying not to drink out of a toilet in Fallout 3 when you're trying to pick a cherry bomb out of the urinal. So I have to methodically go through this place. Oh, was I in here? And not skip. No, I was not in here. And not skip one of these buildings. Or towers. Whoa. Okay, that's the first one we went into. I'm losing myself. I don't know where I've been. God darn it. Okay, so what are we going to use as a reference point? Shit. I'm going in circles here. Okay, crash disc with blood meats all over the place. And we'll go clockwise. Let's try that. Oh man. Did I lose my game again, or did I never get it back? Let me refresh my screen. I like to watch my stream as I'm streaming. so I can make sure that OBS is really working. I can see any degradation in quality, stuff like that. Because OBS would show you a really clean picture. But once that signal goes into the internet, goes down the wires, Twitch gets their hands on it, and things happen. Let's go counterclockwise. Okay, I got my stream back. That looks fine. Looks fine. This is true immersion. I walk up these things, I'm like tiptoeing. I feel like I'm gonna fall at any second. It really sucks me in, these kind of builds. There it is. I knew it was here. I guess. Oh, you weren't gone at all for me. No, but what was going on was my computer did not refresh from back when I lost my internet. It was showing my home page. Sometimes Twitch will refresh for you and kick you right back into the stream you were watching. But sometimes you have to do a refresh. Not really sure how and why it works like that, but that's what I've had happen to me anyway. At least lately. This looks familiar. These all look familiar though. I don't know, I guess I'd rather check the same one twice than skip over one. One of these has the bodies of some Brotherhood of Steel in it. Okay, we have not been up this one. Yes, we have been up this one. I love that. I love going up the tallest skyscraper I can possibly find and jumping off. Boom! And the reverb you get off of that is just so cool. I had this mod that allowed me to build 326 stories. There you go. Look better in black.
Yes.
Oh, permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. That's good because I haven't spent any perks on sneaking. I've played the sneaky sniper plenty of times. So I'm like, no more. None of it. Let's do something different.
Got it.
No rifles. Well, no perks spent on rifles. I keep a sniper rifle for those long shots, but I suck at it because I have no perks. My pistol actually works better than a rifle. Up to long range, but not really long range. Okay. Why is it that every one of these looks like this? You sneak by a fence on your left to get up the stairs on your right. and it just looks so similar. I'm like, haven't we? We're going in circles, man. I can tell. I can tell. This one's different. My character is a COA zealot, and she wields a hammer. COA, child of Adam. Oh. I tell you, that's a serious thing, what they got. Those radiation guns they use, if you think about it, most of our armor is for bullets or energy weapons. Our armor against radiation is usually really weak. Those rad guns are nasty. Yeah, because of what I just said. Most people's radiation armor is really, really weak. We're set up for bullets and energy weapons, but not for radiation. So I carry a hazmat suit around with me. You know, rads minus 1,000. It's awesome. When you go to Kingston Lighthouse, you have to fight those Child of Adam people. And there's a bunch of them with those radiation guns, and oh my god. I put the hazmat suit on, totally kicked their butt. Oh, I just busted up a sandbag because I'm a clumsy oaf in a power armor. And this is why we're here. Where's the body? I'm not going to put up my break screen. I'm going to take like 90 seconds. Truly. Be right back. Okay. Wow, I did it again. An hour and 44 minutes. I gotta break the tape again. Let's see, how do I get there? There it is.